So Ruben is our spotlight speaker today, and we're also celebrating his birthday, which was yesterday. Ruben's got all kinds of accolades on Alignable, and I've known Ruben for quite some time now, and he is, if you want to know about networking, you want to network and get to know new people, talk to Ruben. He'll get you set up. And what was it, 82 yesterday?
Yeah.
That what you said?
82. 82.
82. So he is like he and I'll say Natalie too. Y'all are like walking billboards for good health. So I will stop sharing. So if you need to share your screen, go ahead. And
Okay.
Santa Papa John, if you want to go ahead and schedule, put him like 20 minutes, in case he needs that much time.
Okay. Angela, can you see it now?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, guys. As you know, I use these digital tools for contractors, and my wife is a realtor and she has a yard sign. So what I do is I have them recreate a what they call a one QR. My logo is show who you are with one QR. It's like a QR code, but it's more than that. It's a program that's on an app on your phone, and from the QR code you can merge into a digital landing page and a digital card. And then also you can put short links, specific short links. So if you go to the chat later on, I put my calendar in there. You'll see the short links that I create. That way you can, when you're communicating with someone, text or email, and where QR code wouldn't be really appropriate, those small custom texts really help out a lot. So what you're going to see here is a slide that I created on Canva, the theme, and then of course the QR code. So if you scan that with your phone, it'll take you to the appropriate website that I'm promoting. So this is basically the service that I provide people. But what I wanted to do today in celebration of my birthday yesterday is celebrate you. Guys, we love you. I mean, you have come together and you have things in your life that you want to achieve. And you're seeing various vehicles that maybe will get you that money that you need to go ahead and dream and visit and just have life. And I appreciate that because again, I just you know became 82 yesterday. So I'm at that particular point in time where I'm assessing all of the opportunities that were given me and sharing that with anybody that needs help in specific areas like I just explained. Okay, so the first one here, let's see if I can get this right. Okay, let's see here. Ooh, 1 second. Okay. Mhm. Okay, here we go. There we go. Okay. So my work background here is I spent 32 years with Pfizer, with Alcon Labs, and that was in ophthalmic sales. And then they promoted me to being a district manager with them for 2 years. The company is out of Fort Worth, Texas. And then I was a regional sales manager with an outdoor advertising company in Compton, California. That was the vehicle for me to leave California, guys. In California, I was either I had a Hobie Cat 16. I would have competitive sail races out of Marina del Rey, okay, and then I would uh, body surf and Newport Beach, and then ski up into Mammoth Lakes. Guys, there's nothing but a big, gigantic, big party ongoing at that time in my youth, and I really wanted to get serious about my career. So Pfizer Pharmaceuticals hired me because I spent 7 years in the Army National Guard as a medic. So when I started developing a corporate identity, then I found out that that wasn't really what I wanted to do at all. So a company Gulf Development has outdoor signs that they put on buildings for people that can't afford the big McDonald's signs and all that in shopping centers or whatever. It was really cool. And they give you a sample, and you go to an independent business that's in a mall. You light it up, you draw it up, there, how it would look on the building, and then your commission would be the check that they wrote for the deposit. So they called us one call closers. It was really funny because we had like a, just like right now we have a tribe right here of people that are veteran related and like ourselves, and it's a community. Well, the same thing with this thing. We became a community of one call closers, and the owner of the company asked me, Ruben, if you go to the Midwest and develop a sales force for us, we'll go ahead and support you. And that's what they did. I moved to Nashville, Tennessee, got married, and it was a wonderful experience for me. But then again, like anything else, I wanted to change. And so I got back into ophthalmology, and I called on eye surgeons for 34 years and then retired. And then that's when I started doing my artwork, painting full time. Okay, what you're going to see here is a promo on my reflection of health. And because some people ask me, hey, you're 82, what's your secret? Well, I have to promote it, don't I? So this will give you kind of an idea. If you woke up breathing, congratulations, you have another chance. And breathing is unbelievably lecture of life. And you can read the definition here. It's a great sense of mental clarity. And that's what I really do appreciate when I wake up every morning, that I have that I sleep good, that I improve it. It really helps me in my day challenges, especially with painting. As I think I told you, I paint with some veterans. They're back in Nashville, and they really paint to heal. I paint to sell, and I try to show them how to market themselves too. So breathing is a pretty good aspect. Now, the company that I got involved in with this concept is For Life. They're out of Sandy, Utah. They're everywhere, worldwide. And the reason why I wanted to go with them, because my doctor had diagnosed me as a pre-diabetic. And he didn't want to put me on any meds. He was a kind of a veganite. And so he introduced me to this company because it was in the physician's desk reference manual. So I think it had a lot of credibility. So I started doing research on it. Then I developed a marketing strategy for it. And then I used it on all of these particular digital tools I had in my exposure. And then I started reflecting on essentially, do I really, really, really have what it takes to go forward with other stress occupations? And each and every time I answered my own question saying, yes, my body brought me there. And so the question that Natalie raised was phenomenal. And so did Lisa. We really have to take care of it. That's the only one we got. Okay. So I always just ask myself in front of the mirror on this particular book, who am I? What's my purpose in life? Am I truly fulfilling the needs of myself and others? And that's true. And that's why I love this group. Collectively, we're all together here. We're energized. We're whatever journey in that particular part of your life right now, you'll be making it to the next phase. The vehicle is your body, and you want to take care of it. Okay, so basically, they have a program here where they introduce a lot of things. And as you see, I have a corresponding QR code that I promote with it. This is my big why. I have two big families. On the right is my West Coast family. There's my son and my wife. And then in the middle, it's our family. And then on the left, I have my Midwest family. We just finished a float trip Saturday. And it was quite an event. So these are the things I cherish. And let's see here. Okay, this is what they call a reference. It'll tell you basically what transfer factors is. And that's the main concept or product line of this company, For Life Research. Okay, and here was my diagnosis when Dr. Loomis got a hold of me. I was probably in the 5-7 range, okay, pre-diabetic range. So what I did, instead of taking drugs and all this, I got glucose. It's called glucose. It basically it stabilizes my blood sugar, and then this little baby Gumar reduces my cravings for sweets. So, like, big ice cream thing at night and all that, this took care of that. But so between those two things and monitoring my blood work every 3 months through my regular doctor, there we go. And here's the results. If you can look at the AC1, okay, it was 5.8. It was 5.8 then. But look at this, 5.7, 5.5. So it was, to me, it made sense. It really did help me out in that regard. So let's see here. So right now, what I'm involved in, as you probably know, my wife and I are practicing artists in our community, and she's the winner. I mean, the last couple of plein air events, she won the majority of the prizes on that in that area. So, but in addition to that, I'm blessed because I'm going to show you something here. If I can get to that slide, that last slide. Here we go. This is so cool. Guys, my son is a financial advisor, okay? My wife is a retired special ed school teacher that decided to be a realtor last year, okay? They developed a collaborative. It's called the Senior Journey Alliance with a Medicare specialist, a financial, which my son takes care of, residential replacement. My wife takes care of that, and a number of other people that are all focused in on seniors when they have to make the decision in life of either going to a assisted living facility, and if they do, they're going to have to get rid of, sell their home and make all of those arrangements. This is what this group does. And what I did, this is what we had this, this is about 3 weeks old. They had a senior expo, huge facility in St. Louis. And what I did is I designed the grouping there. You can see the QR code. So this is an interesting development in my life that all of these particular tools that I'm using now, I'm employing them with a family. And that's what really keeps me going. So I'm going to go ahead and close this thing, get back to you all. And let's see, stop sharing. There we go. Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ruben. I got a question for you. And if anybody else has questions, please feel free to, there's at the bottom of your screen, it should say raise hand, or there's also an option for reactions like that. So are you still in doing martial arts?
No, I'm not doing martial arts anymore. I got to tell you a side story. Do you have a minute?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you have 7 minutes.
Okay. Guys, back in California, when I started taking Shotokan karate, okay, my sensei said, Ruben, have you been to Hawaii? And I go, no, sensei, would you like to go free? Okay. And I said, well, sure. What do I do? He said, you just got to go over there and fight. So I got a free ticket. Okay. My roommate and his girlfriend drove me to the airport, Los Angeles airport. Guys, you can research this on Google. He was called the airport bomber in L.A. He put a bomb in the lobby of where you check in to the for your boarding a plane, and it exploded and it killed a whole bunch of people. Okay, I was in the elevator going up in the second floor waiting for the plane when it blew up underneath us. I could not. All the people that were in my karate class, they were just coming up the elevator. A couple of them got shrapnel a little bit, whatever. So when we landed in Hawaii, the news agencies were around. So guys, I was so blessed. Can you imagine that?
Wow.
I mean, that was crazy. But to
Amazing.
answer your question, no, I do my own training and all, but it, as you can see, I try to keep fit. That's the bottom line.
That's awesome. Lisa, you have a question for Ruben?
Yes, I was trying to keep track. It seemed like you were talking about so many different things. Now, that one product that you were talking about that's actually in the physician's desk reference,
Yeah.
that supplement, I've never heard of anything like that before, because when I used to do nutrition consulting, I used to have on my desk a physician's desk reference that I could refer back to whenever my clients would come. And if they were on any medications, one of the services that I provided for them was to let them know if there's any drug and nutrient interactions with what they're taking, foods that they're eating and things of that nature. But I mean, that thing, of course, is so thick. It's like,
Yeah, yeah,
about 6 inches thick. So that supplement that you were talking about is actually in there.
yeah. Well, the whole company, everything else that you need is in there. That the reference and all that, and I can give you the page number and all of that. But I think the key frame here is that you can have fun with this too, because I used to have an excuse. You ever go to a network meeting and you forget people's names? Okay. Well, they have a supplement called Recall. And Terry Moore, Terry Moore, she's not with us now. Okay. She bought that sucker. And so, I mean, yeah, there's
She
all
didn't
kinds of
forget.
different,
She didn't
huh?
forget to come to the meeting.
Yeah.
She's traveling.
Yeah. But yeah,
Yes, yeah. No, I actually just talked with her last week, and you're right. She's
yeah,
she's traveling. So what's the name of that company? Because I want to check out their website,
yeah, yeah.
Ruben.
Okay. For life research. And it's in this, a second, what page it is
Is
here.
that the number 4
Yeah,
or
the number four Life Research USA in Sandy, Utah. Yeah, and it's on page 1118 of the Physician's Desk Reference Manual.
Okay, and I have one other question as well in regard to that organization that your son and your wife just started.
Yeah,
So that's specifically for people to help them make decisions when it comes to like retirement and I don't want to say end of life, but when, like you said, when people have to make a decision if they're going to go out of their homes and stuff like that, so they can give them advice on how to navigate that and to find
yes,
the best solution as to where they should go and what they should do.
yes, and they work with the families because it happened to my neighbor next door. His wife passed away 4 years ago. He was in the house by himself. He had a stroke. Then the kids that were raised right here next to our house, they had to take him. They put him in an assisted living facility. It was costing them big, big bucks. They sold the house. They had to sell the house to finance that. So the organization handles all different facets of that transition.
So it's almost inevitable that they did sell the house, but that this organization helps you to get through that. So
Yeah,
you're not trying to say that there's alternatives to that. You're saying if that's what you have to do, then they can help you with that.
right, right. And the main people you want to talk to is the family members, because they're the ones that are going to be with a debt or something, when their parents have to do that. And then again too, we have home care. There's a home care specialist. So if they want to stay in their home, they can go ahead and get help coming in that way until the time comes too, if they can't afford to go to a assisted living facility.
I have one last question for you. What do you attribute your health to the most besides a supplement?
Oh, just waking up. First thing the Army taught me is to make my bed. And then my wife taught me how to make coffee and give her a cup. Get me started.
Makes for a happy
Amen.
marriage. That's okay. Well, thank you so much for
Thank you. Thank you. Thank all of you.